Breaking, Boeing has just announced that it will fire 17,000 workers amid a crippling strike that has halted production of its 737, 767, and 77 jets. Boeing will be firing more than 10% of the company and is delaying yet another jet, the 777X, by an entire year. Boeing's year has been nothing short of disastrous as it's had incident after incident with its faulty planes. Boeing is heavily in debt. It has over $60 billion worth, and it is the second worst performer in the S&P 500 behind Intel. It can barely push out planes, lagging far behind rival plane maker Airbus for months. This year, Boeing has not even managed to deliver 300 planes, while Airbus has delivered 500. 30,000 Boeing workers have been striking for more than a month, and Boeing is saying that that has crippled its finances. Of course, when you see just how much debt Boeing is in, its finances have been crippled for a long time. This seems like clear retaliation against the strike. Either way, Boeing struggles continue, and it's not looking like things will get any better anytime soon.
Shalom, Brother Ara, coming to you with another video. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, through the name of the only begotten Son, through the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the 100% truth, according to the Bible and who rule well. Shalom to all you Akim and you Aqua, those are the hopeful elect that are seeking for salvation. As you see here, article from Reuters.com, it says, Boeing prepares layoff notices for thousands of workers as turmoil deepens. As you've seen the video, Boeing is scheduled to lay off 17,000 employees. All right, it says thousands of Boeing staff will get layoff notices within weeks. Okay. A union and industry sources said as a senior U.S. official flew to Seattle to try to ease a crippling strike, and a major airline issued a warning over the plane maker's deepening turmoil. Acting U.S. Labor Secretary Julie Su's first in-person intervention comes days after Boeing unveiled plans to cut 17,000 jobs and take $5 billion in charges, continuing a year of tumult for the company. It says Acting Secretary Su is meeting with both parties today to assess the situation and encourage both parties to move forward in the bargaining process, a Department of Labor spokesperson said on Monday. So you see, this is another, key indication that America is definitely falling, and eventually the economy is going to crash. All right. And there's some scriptures that comes to mind, and Boeing's been having a lot of issues, I must add. If you're familiar or remember what happened earlier this year, 2 of Boeing whistleblowers were deleted. Okay, allegedly deleted. It says 2 former Boeing employees who raised concerns about the company's safety practices were deleted suddenly in 2024, and they were calling out the lack of quality being put into these planes. And some of these planes were going down. There's actually a documentary on that. So as you see, Joshua Dean was deleted or transitioned. And then John Barnett, it says, was deleted by self-deletion, allegedly, from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at the age of 62. And then their CEO, in March 2024, Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun announced he would step down at the end of the year. So there's a lot of issues been going on with this major corporation, and 17,000 employees is obviously a lot. That's they're saying is over 10% of the staff. Now, when you read Ecclesiastes 12:3, it says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble," and the keepers represent the economists who are watching the stock market, measuring, the current numbers, the stock price, looking at the key indicators looking at the charts and everything and just seeing and projecting, seeing the decline of the numbers. So they're trembling. They're afraid. Boeing is a major corporation. Now, they say the backbone of an economy are small businesses, but I like to add that, these corporations also play a major role in hiring, large major staff. So to see this layoff is a big deal. 17,000 employees. Now it says Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, the economists, all right, they're seeing the numbers of decline, they're trembling, they're afraid. And it's showing the decline across the board from real estate to, layoffs, the value of the dollar, the S&P 500, Dow, NASDAQ, you name it, is declining. It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, meaning the work, the jobs. And yeah, you have jobs that may be available, but they may not be enough to make ends meet. So you're talking to college students who graduate, people who have PhDs or masters or in college debt looking forward to enter into their career, only, as I was mentioning on Highways and Byways, to be baristas at Starbucks, which is nothing wrong with that, but not enough to pay your bills. So the jobs are very few, are being limited. It says, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Verse 4 says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, because these businesses are shutting down. You're talking about large corporations, small businesses. All of these companies are taking major hits. Stock prices are going down. Investors are not being as motivated to invest in these corporations. So they have to trim the fat and get rid of some of these employees, get rid of these salaries, get rid of these, healthcare plans, retirement funds, all these different things that cost per employee. So the grinding, the work is being reduced. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, right? Rise up to the voice of the bird. When you go to work in the morning, you hear the birds chirping. We're going to rise up to the voice of the bird with no job to go to. It says, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And we've been hearing, the low vibration of what they call music, the all-time low in these times. So we're seeing a downward spiral of an economy. Okay, this man's economy, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's kingdom, go down before our eyes. And this man's been so prideful. I mean, remember the Wright brothers, which were known for the first ones to fly a plane from North Carolina. That was a big deal. And so now this the irony of Boeing, which is mainly known for their planes, is a company going down, just like Esau's kingdom. Planes going down, about to crash, just like this man's economy, his kingdom. Now, when you read Sirach, known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 4, it says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. That's exactly what we're seeing. We're in that due time where there's a power shift, great transition taking place from one kingdom to another. And it's a profitable kingdom that's about to be set up. So the Lord controls who rules. And he gave Esau power to rule for his period of time. And that period of time is now coming to an end. The word profitable, if you're curious to know what it means, it says beneficial, useful. So the Lord is setting up a useful kingdom where the earth is going to flourish. As the scriptures say, Proverbs 29:2, and I'll go back. Proverbs 29:2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the righteous rule, which is what you're seeing set up in order of, right? The people, majority of these people don't realize that when they see the men on the highways and byways, they're looking at their future leaders. Authority is being set up from Yahushua, King David, and the order on down is being set up as this transition is taking place. So when the order and authority, the kingdom is ushered in, the people are going to rejoice because they're going to see a profitable kingdom where, everything is going to flourish, right? From business dealings, real food, clean air, quality buildings, just a clean environment, safe environment. Okay? And of course, you heathens are going to have to serve the Israelites for 1,000 years. All of you heathens. Okay, but this is a profitable kingdom that's going to be set up, and the people are going to rejoice because it's going to be a kingdom ran off of righteousness. It says, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. People are mourning, miserable, all right, confused, not any clear direction of which way to go in an unprofitable kingdom that's been constantly deteriorating. So people are mourning, and you mourn and sorrow because of death. That's the feelings of these people. That's why these people are depressed, right? Constantly taking steps backward, constantly taking steps backwards, no step forward. This place is declining, man. So now going to Sirach 10 and let's see, I'm going to jump around a little bit. Sirach 10 and 7. It says, pride is hateful before the Most High and man, and by both doeth one commit iniquity. So the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, hates pride. This place is full of pride. It promotes, selfishness, what's the word called? Arrogance, individualism. This place is full of pride, and the Lord hates it, and he's showing his wrath in the meantime. And the Lord is coming at this place via his wrath at every angle, financially, economically, physically, mentally. The Lord is beating this place down. Okay? He says, and by both doeth one commit iniquity. So when you see pride, you best believe you're going to see wickedness, sin upon sin, right? There's no humility, no regard for the higher being, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which we don't expect this place to be. All right, it's being ran by the wicked, and that's the MO and the nature of the wicked, the Edomites. Verse 8, this is the point, and I'm going to close out, says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So you could never expect this place, which was built off lies, robbery, bloodshed, to be around to any longer. Eventually, it was going to go down, and we're seeing the great decline of this place. And the Lord is getting ready to translate it, okay, from one people, one kingdom, one nation to another nation, right? So, yeah, we encourage all of these things to take place, and we every day sending up curses on this place, man. Seeing these layoffs, it's got to happen. This place has got to continue to crash and fall. Division has to happen. You see happening, right? A famine is going to happen. Great destruction has to happen before the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Lord, when you edified, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem.